What's up, everyone? I'm the Nostalgic Book Potato. Today I have a big book haul from Book Outlet because they have an amazing sale going on right now, so I couldn't resist these gorgeous books. First is Ghosts of Harvard, which is a psychological thriller. The girl's older brother went to Harvard and developed paranoid schizophrenia, and eventually dies by suicide. She ends up going to Harvard too, and tries to unravel what happened to her brother. But then she starts hearing voices and is worried that she's developing schizophrenia. But really, it's ghosts. So yeah, I love dark academia vibes, which this is kind of giving, and I usually don't gravitate toward thrillers unless it's a really interesting premise. And this sounds cool. Next is The Wren in the Holly Library. This is an urban fantasy. Monsters have taken over the world, but there's a tenuous treaty to keep the peace. But the main girl breaks into a monster's library and thus breaks the treaty terms. And this is supposed to be a romantasy, so you know what that means for the girl and the monster. Next is The Coven, which is a paranormal romance. I've heard it's very spicy. A girl on BookTube, and I wish I could remember who it was so I could credit her, but she said it's very graphic, more graphic than corn, so I thought, sign me up. It's about a girl who goes to a magical university. There's vampires and witches and some sort of mystery element to solve, and the cover is gorgeous. Next is Immortal Longings, which is billed as an Anthony and Cleopatra retelling. But it's set in a fantasy world where people can body jump, like their soul can jump into someone else's body. And there are apparently these deadly trials where they body jump throughout the city. So it sounds cool, and I think the main characters have to try to kill each other, so that's always exciting. Next is Heavenbreaker, which is kind of a sci-fi. The main girl is the bastard daughter of the head of a powerful household. And apparently, her father had ordered her and her mother to be killed. But alas, she survived and is out for revenge. So she kills her dad, which is not a spoiler, it's in the book description. But for some reason, she has to joust against other powerful noblemen in these competitions where they ride on these old mechanical war machines. So yeah, love a vengeance plot, but honestly, mostly got this for the cover and these stenciled edges, even the end papers. Stunning. Oh, I forgot to mention that the Coven also has beautiful stenciled edges. Gorgeous. And the Wren and the Holly Library too. So pretty. And there's our main girl just chilling on a rooftop, preparing to be a thief. If you want gorgeous books like these for only $7.99, head over to Book Outlet right now using my referral link. If you use my link, you'll also get $5 off your first order of $25 or more. And I'll get $5 in reward points, so it's a win-win. Now is the best time to shop at Book Outlets. They always have the best prices on books, but this $7.99 sale is crazy. So don't forget to use my referral link in the description. All right, on to more books. First is The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King. This is the sequel to The Serpent and the Wings of Night, a very popular romantasy about a human girl who was raised by the vampire king in this fantasy world, and she decides to enter these deadly trials with the vampires because the winner gets some magical powers or something. And it's a romantasy, so you can guess who she falls in love with. Next is Rouge, which is kind of another psychological thriller. I think it's supposed to be like a thriller slash horror slash lit-fic. It's supposed to be a commentary on beauty standards and deals with complicated mother-daughter dynamics. The main girl's mom mysteriously dies, and she was obsessed with beauty and apparently went to this kind of sus, maybe cult-y health and beauty spa. So the main girl goes there and tries to find out what happened to her mom, and maybe finds out something about herself. It's giving kind of creepy Stepford Wives vibes. Or, actually, the movie Substance with Demi Moore. Next is I Hope This Finds You Well. It's a contemporary workplace lit-fic. Maybe a satire even. I've heard it's really funny. The main girl works in an office, and through some kind of tech glitch, has access to all the emails that her coworkers send. And she can see all the awful things they say about her and all the office gossip. And yeah, it sounds really messy, but in a hilarious way. Next is Fractured Fables, which is an omnibus of 2 short stories, Spindle Splintered and Mirror Mended. These are interconnected fairy tale retellings. Spindle Splintered is about a modern-day girl who has some kind of medical condition that basically puts a deadline on her life. And on the birthday that she's expected to die, she ends up in the world of Sleeping Beauty. In Mirror Mended, she meets the evil queen from Snow White, and they have to kind of team up to avoid getting killed. I love fairy tale retellings, so these sound so interesting. And finally, The Darkness Within Us, which is a companion, kind of a sequel to The Shadows Between Us, which I liked but had some qualms with. It was about a girl who tries to woo the king because she wants to rule the kingdom. So her plan is to get him to marry her and then kill him and take over. But we all know how that goes. This book follows her sister, who is also power hungry. She has married an old rich dude, and when her husband dies, she's like, yes, finally. I have the money and power to do whatever I want. But then the late husband's hot grandson comes along and is like, actually, the fortune should be mine. Can you see the pattern emerging here? Oh, I love enemies to lovers romance? Why, yes, I do. But also, I'm a sucker for gorgeous stenciled edges, because look at this baby. Let me know if you've read any of these books, and don't forget you can get gorgeous books like these for only $7.99 during Book Outlet sale, and if you use my referral link, you'll also get $5 off your first purchase. And you'll be supporting me, i.e. enabling my book addiction, because clearly I need more books in my life. Doesn't everyone, though? Okay, bye! If you're still here, drop a potato emoji in the comments. Thanks!